Hello guys, what's going on? It's IcyZinHD and welcome back to the channel and another video. As you can see today, I'm back in Star Citizen and this is, I believe, episode 5 of my Which Ship is the Best Daily Driver series. If this is your first time watching this series, there is a link down the description to the playlist of the previous episodes and a quick recap of what we're trying to do. Obviously trying to find my new daily driver and hopefully help you guys to decide on if this ship you've been considering purchasing is worth it or not. Now, we are not sweatlords here, we're not looking to min-max credits per second spent in game or whatever. We are fairly casual borderline role player criteria here. We're basing it off of a ship that has some firepower and defenses that we're able to do maybe at least HRT bounties. The ship needs to have some cargo space adequate enough for those laid back nights that I wanna chill and just get some hauler missions and just absolutely relax my ass, or you know, we find treasures on our travels across the verse. It needs to have a bit of an interior. Bed login is a bonus, but at least, you know, some space to carry a friend or two every now and then, maybe even the missus if she decides to hop back on. And last but not least, it needs to look cool as fuck. Now, before we jump in the rest of this video, I should mention that the game is ever changing. It's still in development. For example, when I recorded the last video of this series, we did not have armor in the game, right? Ship armor, I mean. Obviously we had player armor, but we didn't have that or any form of engineering. Now we do, so balancing changes all the time. At the moment, my previous ratings still stand fairly accurately. At least, again, my opinion on the ships I've already reviewed. As a heads up, if the balancing changes and those ships change around and all that stuff, then I will be remaking those videos. So let me know down in the comments if you guys feel that my previous videos are now inaccurate, if you think now I'm missing something compared to, you know, how those ships are now to how they were back then. Somebody just exploded in a hangar nearby. But yeah. If you guys think, you know, I'm missing something or something changed, let me know down in the comments. And also, let me know which ship you want me to review if I haven't reviewed it already. What ship you are considering. Because in today's video we have the Hermes. It's one of the newest ships, newest-ish, I should say, ships. I have not touched it at all. I'll be checking out this ship today for the first time with you guys. And like always, we're starting with an exterior review of it. I'm liking the slick design. Not so sure. I love, like, it looks cool as fuck. I expected it smaller, not gonna lie. Not so sure about the wideness of it. It feels very wide. I'm assuming those are engines, not just wings. So I'm assuming, you know, just like the Corsair, just like the Tauruses or the Constellations in general, if you smack it somewhere or get it shot off, you know, ship is gonna be fairly uncontrollable. These are my main issues with this ship from what I've seen so far. I might be wrong. The two singular weapons. I believe they're two size 4s. We're gonna look into the components in a bit after we're done with the exterior and the interior tour. Let me put the light on, see if that changes. No. I want to finish off a circle of the ship, see everything. I'm pretty sure, you know, I've seen everything already copy-pasted. I'm 50-50 on it. I love how it looks, but it feels like a step back in RSI's ship, you know, creation so far. Yes, it has details. Yes, you know, you can see the engines and the separate panels, and you know, you can see what's gonna open and what's gonna be an actual usable component or a thruster or exhausts. You know, you can see all that, yes, but I don't know, it feels a bit too look wise. Maybe with a different paint it's gonna look cooler. Maybe that's my issue. It feels more like a Star Lancer than a RSI ship. I mean, the face of it, the nose of it, the cockpit, whatever, you know, it is RSI design. Very clearly. So, this should be our button to enter. Yes, nice. We have the little warning sign of where the hangar is gonna open. I love the ships that have that. So this is narrow as fuck. Pretty fucking long though, but narrow as hell. Which is also another criteria I forgot to mention. Cargo space should also mean, you know, space to carry a ground vehicle. At least a space bike. Now I love this. I love how big it looks. Okay, let's take it a step at a time. We're gonna leave this open. We have a fire extinguisher here, perfect. We got weapon racks, sorry, straight off the bat. And a shoot locker, yes, and I'm assuming it's the same on the other side. Oh, this is triggering me. This is actually annoying me. Like, I get it. Shoot locker, weapon rack. Shoot locker on the left, weapon rack on the right. I get that, but fuck me, dude, that's actually bothering me. I wanted shoot locker with shoot locker across, and then weapon rack there with a weapon rack here. Oh well. Nothing important, just, you know, personal preference. Can we... Oh, we can, okay. This is... Oh, components, okay. Shields up there, gravity generator here. Not a huge fan. Like, the animation is cool, don't get me wrong, I fucking love it. Like, the panels coming out, stopping, and then they come even more out, and then even more out. I like that, it's a very cool animation, but now with engineering, I don't know if those few seconds that the cool as fuck animation plays are gonna actually matter, you know, on repairing. Then we have... Ooh, the remote tractor beam. You can access it from here. Ship's power isn't on, so I don't know if I can even do anything. Yes, I can. Okay, perfect. Oh, the tractor beam is very... Can we... Wait, salvage mode? Oh, it's not switching, okay. I don't think it has salvage mode, I think it's just the default when you're on a, you know, turret. Can this move or not though? Because... Oop, how did I do that? I pressed right click and I pressed W2. Okay, I think it's W, because now I pressed S and it went back. Okay. I was gonna say, I was about to complain that, like, from back here you cannot load anything, but... Hello? Can we move? I don't know which button I'm pressing anymore, but it moves. Okay, it's... not my favorite tractor beam, unless it can extend even more outside, but I don't think so. Not my favorite one, because then you have to have the packs back, like directly on your back, right? Or like on the back of your ship, period. That's why I love the Taurus tractor beam, for example. It's almost perfect 360. Now, if it would come outside somehow, if we would like finish off up there, maybe I would love it to get like more of a 360 kind of thing, but yeah, I might sound picky, but I'm just thinking like in, you know, if for example, let's say you have a fight, you have a bounty, right, and you land quickly and you want to pick up drugs off of them, or you're doing jump down or some shit like that, you know, and you have to do it as a hot drop, you can't, which obviously this is not what this ship is meant for, but that's why, you know, it probably not gonna be for me. Anyways, so we checked engineering components there, we checked tractor beam panel there. Computer does nothing for now. Okay. Then relays. Oh, this actually cucked me. I was kind of wishing for that little panel in the back to get pushed out, but oh well. And then this is just... Okay, roleplay stuff, got it. Now this is our cargo hold. This is pretty fucking massive, and we do have the catwalk, I should say, in the middle. We walk straight through the Pacos. Another fire extinguisher, got it. Can we do anything on these things? This feels wasted, right? Am I missing something? I don't think I'm missing something. This is another engineering thing. Yes? No? Doesn't this look like it should open? I might be missing something. Just this feels... That's what I mean with like, this feels like a step back in ship design. All ships had like their own little, you know, intricacies, if you wish, if that's even a word, and their own little quirks, I guess. Even if it's just an extra fucking component panel, or an extra suit locker, or weapon rack, or whatever, whatever. This has nothing here. This feels pretty barren. This feels pretty simplistic. I don't know why we got a ship like that. Oh, this is more engineering components. Yep. Oh, and the engineering terminal is behind the panel thing? Wall panel? Okay. I think I just repressed it to close it. No. So everything is smooshed in together. Okay. See, can I lock the door open somehow? The opening and closing is bothering me. See, my problem with this is a pretty cool room, right? This is an extremely cool engineering room. Yes, sure, you're kind of on the way, right? For people coming in and out. But at the same time, you have all your shit together. All the components, almost all the components, sorry, are here. Other than the shields, I believe, that are in the back. Now, is shields more important than the power plant? No. But are they more important than the radar? Or the life support? I would say so. You can fly blind for a while, like the radar could have been in the back. Repair your shields in here and then run back to that, but... Anyways, we'll see. Like, I'm judging it harshly, but, like, I have not, I said, tried the ship at all. And I came in expecting it to be on par with, you know, all the new ships they've released, and it doesn't feel like that. Now, this is cool as fuck. This is a pretty fucking cool bridge. Okay, let me have a look and I'll explain what I made. This is a little dining area, useless at the moment, but pretty nice, you know, roleplay thing. Another fire extinguisher, and then you have 2 beds. It's a 2-man ship, realistically. The elevator should be this. Yes. This is another exit. Wait, does it go to the roof too? Don't think so, but you can try. Wait, so if the elevator is down... Retract rails? Oh, these! It has the little thing from... Shit, what other ship has this? Can't remember, another ship has it as well. The little rails. That's pretty cool, I like that. But yeah, another bed. Little... furnace... thing, right? Like little cooking area, or is it... I think that's just a cooking area, not a replicator or a, you know, 3D printer. And then I'm assuming that's the pooper. Yeah. Okay, this is claustrophobic. No sink. Oh, there it is. Dude, what the fuck is this sink? What are you meant to wash here? Oh well, assuming... Oh, the shower is here. Okay, well, we can't really interact with it. I'm assuming the water comes out of there. Anyways, not important, it's just the things, you know, that interest me, the little roleplay aspects of it. Okay, so I think that's all, other than, you know, pilot and co-pilot sit. So with that said, before we take a look on those things, I love the visibility, by the way. So what I wanted to say earlier is that this room feels perfectly utilized. It feels built for efficiency, right? Take a look at this. Nothing in here is wasted. Every fucking centimeter of this place, except from this little walkway, I guess, right? Which you shouldn't block, but every single centimeter of it is utilized perfectly. You have your beds on the side, you have the little fucking dining area there, your little kitchenette and your bathroom there, you have monitors that are useless at the moment, but hopefully at some point will like become good. Storage there, right? Like, this room feels perfectly utilized, feels like built on efficiency, not comfort, not fanciness. Same thing with this, with engineering room. Granted, I would like to switch some components from here and send them in the back, but this room is my issue. Unless I'm missing something, and these are what we had on 609, I believe, unless these are magnetic cargo holders to hold extra cargo, this room feels wasted. Like these, you know, things here. It doesn't look like it, I don't think so, but that's the only thing that, for me, it's gonna save it. With that said, I think we've seen everything there is to see. I thought this was shining bright. Okay, let's go Copilot seat first. I'm curious if we can access the tractor beam from the Copilot seat. Oop, I'm doing the little spinny thing. Do we think so? I think those are supposed to work. Enter remote turret. Oh, we have an actual turret on the top. Okay, oop, spinning too hard. Okay, so we have a turret up top. Okay, it's a decent 360 for the up top bit, but... Wait, let me use my fucking joystick, because yeah, I hate aiming with a mouse. Like, we can't really see behind us. Or under us, I guess, too, but... I guess this is more of a focus fire with a pilot than defend. Because you can't really defend anything with this. Unless there is another turret at the bottom that you can access as the co-pilot, because... Like, this ship can now go third person from here. Yes, like, look at this. It has the Mantis design, by the way. I absolutely love the Mantis. One of my favorite ships to look at, one of my favorite ships to fly, one of my favorite ships overall. Speaking of, that's a decent screenshot. Like, it has the Mantis build, just bigger and for cargo. I actually, on this point I should mention, I wish we get a medium-sized version of the Mantis. But other than that, like, look how wide it is. Oop, we're in the rafters. The problem with the ship is that it's wide. It's fairly slim. Too fast. It's fairly slim. It's still, you know, a bit too tall, I believe. Well, not too tall. Actually, it's tall enough, right? But again, it's pretty slim. Right? But, like, it's so wide. So, the top and the bottom, I think, are the biggest issues and most sensitive parts. Also, why does that look like an airlock that can open on the top? Please tell me we can go on the roof. That's gonna be the saving fucking bit of this ship. Let's go on the pilot seat and let's actually use this bad boy a bit. So, visibility wise, yes and no. Like, down the middle, it's perfect. But because the seats are off center, like, these panels there are kind of bothering the fuck out of me. Why not make the pilot seat bang on in the middle and put the co-pilot right behind? I think that was a, you know, would make a bit more logic, but, you know, give them, like, the front visibility bit to the actual pilot. Wait, the pilot has control of the turret too? Okay, now that makes more sense, dude. That makes so much more sense. Why the turret's placement is like that. Okay. I like that. I actually like that. And we have missiles. A few. Where is the missile pods? That's one of the things I want to figure out. Have a single one armed. Where does it shoot from? It's shot from somewhere up top? Yes, okay. So, I mean, I'm wasting missiles that I'm gonna need, but... So, missiles seem to be coming out of these little panels here. Yeah, you can actually see them. Okay. That's decent. 4 weapons for the pilot. Okay, that's decent. That's pretty fucking decent. Visibility isn't bad. I love how wide the cockpit, like, the front bit is. It's, again, the RSI design, like the constellation design too. I love it. I love you can see under your feet almost completely, so you can kind of look where you're landing, right? Like, it's decent. I like it. I like it a lot. So, just like every other episode except the 600i at citydon.episode, but on every other episode we are playing with stock components. We are not firing up any upgrades. Why can I not use it? What? I think it's a bit buggy, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna be playing with stock components. We need to turn off tractor beam for now. Keep the coolers powered, keep life support for now. Put max power to... nothing, because it's bugging out again. Can I actually interact with it? Okay, max power to weapons. And that's as much as we can put to shields. Yeah, so we've got 4 Rhino repeaters. 2 under us and 2 on the turret. So if we have a co-pilot, it's 2 weapons for the pilot, 2 for the turret gunner. I mean, I don't know. I would still prefer a turret at the bottom. Okay, so while we're preparing for takeoff, because I also need to actually fly... Oop, it's landing by itself because I'm too low. Because I actually need to fly this ship as well. I haven't flown it yet. I don't know how it flies. Okay, so... let's see, how do we look when we put the landing gear away? Same thing, nothing changes, just the gear goes away, okay. right? Yeah. I mean, the engines look pretty fucking cool, not gonna lie. The little wing things on the side, they also look cool, but don't know, again, still a bit too wide. Okay, so turning speed is kind of iffy. Yeah. Not sure if I'm gonna actually be a huge fan of it flying, but we'll see. So, as I was saying, let's have a look at the components. So we have the 2 size 4 weapons laser repeaters for the pilot that become 4 if there is no co-pilot. We have 16 size 2 missiles. I don't think you can downsize, you know, by putting size 1 racks to make the 32 missiles. I'm pretty sure it's bespoke missile slots on the ship. We got 4 size 2 shields with a new weird mechanic to have, that instead of all 4 of them being active, only 2 are, and I believe the other 2 fire up as backups. I can't remember how it's actually working. We have 2 size 2 power plants, 2 size 2 coolers, and 1 size 2 quantum drive. I got so fucking used to saying 2 size 2. It's overall a medium-sized ship with a lot of size 2 components. It's a cargo holder. It fits 288 SEUs of cargo, at least that's the, you know, official space it has. You can probably squeeze a few packs here and there, I would assume, off the grids. Like, another thing about this ship is that it has a decent amount of HP for its size. 125, pretty much 1000 HP. Unless everything is getting buffed soon, that's pretty fat amounts. The Corsair has less than that, and the Corsair is, I would say, maybe not bigger than this actually, might be fairly similar size, but, you know, stronger than it based on shields and weapons. For some reason camera mode doesn't work, that's what the issue had earlier. Like, I'm holding F4, and if I press left, we turn left, if I press right, we turn right. While when you're in camera mode, that's not supposed to happen. So I kind of wanted to fly around a bit in third person and see how the ship looks. But I also kind of like adjusting my camera mid-flight, and if I adjust my camera mid-flight... Shit, we're going down a bit too fast. If I adjust my camera mid-flight, I got a feeling, you know, I'm crashing. If I adjust it and, you know, while it's making me move. Because yeah, the thing with this ship is a bit taller than what I feel like, personally at least. Maybe you guys are more used to it, but for me at least it's a bit taller than what it actually feels like, if it makes sense. Also, yeah, I got a feeling our bounty is not spawning. Also, this ship is hitting 180 SEM speed without the boosts. With a boost, are we gonna hit 300? We're passing 300, okay, so nav speed is 370. Are we gonna actually hit 370 in atmosphere? 357 in Atmo, okay. Not bad at all. That's literally the only ship we're getting. It actually slows down so fast, okay. Okay. Light model of it, like the flight way, the way it flies, the way it feels. Not too bad, actually. Not too bad. Now, we're having an issue of the bounty not spawning. So, let's do a landing. Just to see how that feels. And I'll cut to whenever I accept a mission that's working. I'm loving how quickly it breaks, dude. I'm actually impressed. Okay, how do we look? How is the landing? Do we land flat? Yes, we did. Okay. I like that. I actually like that. See, that's what I liked on the Corsair. That's what I was saying. I love when a ship is fairly short. When the landing gear is short and stubby. I kind of like that. Makes it a bit easier to land in, at least for me.
Bounty's all yours. Get
Okay, takeoff was smooth as fuck as well. Okay, maybe this is gonna be a decent bunker runner, by the way. That takeoff was pretty smooth and we were out of Atmo. Well, we're not out of Atmo yet, but... Well, now we are. Like, the takeoff was pretty fucking smooth and pulling instantly, like, following my movement, if that makes sense. Didn't feel like it was struggling to pull. I don't know how to explain it. Light model is decent as fuck. I'm actually enjoying it again. We have a fucked up constellation there. Seems abandoned. We got something else fucked up there. What's that? Is it another Connie? $15k out. I'll check later. See if I have any pacos. Oop, we're getting contact. There we go. And we're about to start getting our target pings to Didicles. That's a player there. Diocles, sorry. So that's an active player there. Is he mining? Salvaging? Should I just go for my target? Yep, my target is actually on me. Okay, my target's about to start engaging. Under 10k to start locking, okay. Well, start locking. Can we get a lock though? There we go. Okay. Shit. He already recharged it. So, realistically I would just shoot the target and leave. Like the way I usually do... Oop. It's lagging as fuck again, okay. The way I usually do bounties, right, is I just focus on my target, nuke 'em. Unless it's like small ships that I can easily murder quick as fuck. You know, move on to the next, no point like spending time killing everyone. Unless they, you know, they have cargo running ships if you wish, and you know that they're about to... that they might have pacos. Did they disable him? I think so, right? Yep. I think I fucked up some component. I'm assuming I fucked up his power plant or something. Okay, I'm gonna leave him there for now. Let's get a lock on our target. It's a moderate bounty, it's not a high risk one, because I couldn't get another high risk one by the way, so it's gonna be fairly easy. I think, I hope. I think I just smacked into the disabled ship, I think. I believe. Or he just blew up behind me, like maybe it was critical, you know, power plant failure, whatever it's called. Yes, you're landing shots, I know. Shit. You know he's gonna end up smashing into me and blow me up. Oh, I thought I had missiles on. Apparently I didn't. Should be having him here. Yep. Okay, so he is disabled.
Nice job taking them.
Do I wanna go investigate this? Like he's... Look on the top right? His middle part is blinking. Does that mean his, like, power plant, for example, is critical, it's about to blow? Is that what that means? Because I kind of wanna see, like, since he's technically disabled, kind of wanna see if I can board that. But I'm also worried that if that's his power plant blasted, it might, you know, blow up and kill me, which is gonna suck. Okay, so what's that? That's a... oh, that's the other player, okay. What are you doing, buddy? Don't wanna missile you, I wanna scan you actually. But it says game rules. But it's showing me his name. Did he just board it? Is he stealing it? Well. Okay, it is friendly damage. Okay, sorry. So, the one thing left to do with the ship, that one over there, is to use it for its actual intended purpose, which is to haul some cargo. As you can see, I've accepted one of the priority missions, the event going on right now that we need to support Levski and all that shit with the medical supplies and all that shebang. I haven't really paid too much attention. I just know that Levski is supposed to have mold and we're supposed to be helping it. I did not accept an interstellar mission since, you know, the flying in a straight line towards a marker and going to the jump gate is, you know, pretty universal. But I'll just do a quick little cargo hauling mission with it, you know, the loading and stuff. As you can see, I'm already in New Babbage. I did accept another mission that kind of bugged out. I'm pretty sure the crates are still gonna be in my thing, so don't be too surprised if they're still there. I had to relog, so my ship is now parked like that. First things first, another issue with the tractor beam. The tractor beam from up there would not have been able to pull the packs out of the elevator, which means I needed to have landed sideways. Which means if you just pull your ship out and you wanna do, you know, cargo hauling mission on the station you're kind of fucked. I'll leave the packs like this. I kind of wanted to place them a bit randomly. Like a bit, you know, to the side. Just to see where, if at all, the tractor beam struggles. Yeah, there we go. These are the old packs over there. And this is a random one I picked up on the way. Okay. Also, just realized you can actually see my character there. It just hit me that I'm actually physically there. But with that said, okay, so we can access these ones here. We could then have access to the ones in there. So, let's start moving them one by one. And thank fuck I didn't knock myself out with that, because it would have been pretty funny. Knock me down and then end up having to re-enter the turret. So what I'm feeling, like the feeling I'm getting from this tractor beam, and this ship in general, is that it's, while it's supposed to be a one-man ship as well, it 100% operates fully, if you wish, at full capacity or whatever, like with two people. It can be soloed, absolutely, but to be fully efficient, I think two people would be much better. Even to the tractor beam, you could use it as I am right now, but to be honest, since I took the time to move the packs out the elevator anyways, might have been faster if I just moved them in the ship with a tractor beam. Like my handheld one, instead of, you know, the ship one. Might have been faster to just move them in one by hand, than moving them there, then entering the ship, then using this. But that's what I mean with a two-person job, because then I could have been moving them closer while, you know, the other player on the tractor beam would be pulling them into the actual ship. This ship definitely needs two players to function at full capabilities, which kind of expected. It's supposed to be a two-person ship, but that's not what these series are for. These series are for ships that can be run solo. Now, combat-wise, you can run it solo. You cannot, I don't think you can do, you know, the biggest bounties in it. Maybe you can, haven't tried it. And the fact that it's pretty wide and not too agile. Now, PvE bounties, you can most likely pull, you know, some decent fights in it. PvP-wise, if you come up against anyone that has the most basic understanding of, you know, combat in this game, you are most likely demolished. It's not a bad ship, but I wouldn't be my first pick for combat. Is the cargo space that it has, the room for cargo it has, worth sacrificing the firepower and the shields that, for example, a Taurus has, that also has around the same HP as this. Not in my opinion. But if your main game loop is hauling cargo, either missions or, you know, buying it or whatever, if that's your main thing, with combat being second, or combat being just a, you know, only if I have to kind of deal, not a bad pick. Probably one of the best picks in its category. If combat is your main priority, no, I would go with the Taurus, even an Andromeda, Corsair, much better picks. If style is your thing, go for a 600i. Granted, not too much cargo compared to this, but, you know, not too bad. Not a bad ship. I don't know, I'm very torn on it. Again, the design, it looks cool, but it looks just like a Sentinel to me. Like the outside of it, not the shape of it, just the fact that it looks intricate, like it has a lot of bits and bobs on it, but the more you look at it, the more you realize it has nothing, if that makes sense. It's weird to explain, that's the feeling I get from it. Again, it's a personal, you know, opinion. That's the whole point of this series. My personal opinion that hopefully some of you have similar views, similar likes and dislikes. With that said, definitely not my favorite pick, definitely not the best daily driver in my opinion. I would love to hear your guys' opinions down in the comments. It's a decent bunker runner, I would say, but still, I think it's missing things and I don't know what. I don't know what I'm missing in it. I definitely know I want a wider back door, IGD. That's the main thing, in my opinion, that throws me off. But other than that, it's... I'll say it again, I don't know. It's weird to explain. It's like almost there, but it's not. It's a decent ship. Not the best, not the worst. Again, on that price range I would recommend anything else. Personal opinion, but if you already picked it up, then, you know, you can make your own choice if it's better to have this or melt it and get a C1 or a Zeus and, you know, use the rest of the credits for something else or whatever. Let's go in for a landing, unless I go Kablamo. Yeah, so let's go that way. Leap it. Start strafing up. Pray I don't slam the other hangar. Drop gear. Start strafing left, start strafing down. I'm enjoying the flight model of it. Hello, that's me. But yeah, again, the tractor beam kind of feels like a downgrade, especially if you've used a ship like Taurus. It has one of the best tractor beams, I believe. My opinion, at least. Since it's pretty much a 360 on the underbelly of your ship. Might have to correct that manually, I don't even see where it went anymore. That's what I mean with this ship, like it feels like it requires extra effort for things that other ships can do with minimum effort. And again, that's the whole point of two-player job. Like while I'm doing this, if I had a friend, they could be in the elevator, you know, correcting the placements or what the fuck ever. Well, now I'm gonna have to finish it off, then go correct the placements. I guess you save time on the running back and forth. Let me attach everything just to make sure. Because I know some of them did get attached, some of them didn't. Can we fit another one? No, okay. So we got 4 plus 2, 6. That should be all. Let's go complete our contract. Unless it's bugged, in which case we're fucked. Send it down, 6 out of 6, confirm. I don't know if it's superstition or it actually works, but I always see it here in the monitor. And mission done. Okay, with the mission done, the video is done. Again, flies decently. Flies above average in my opinion. Combat capabilities are decent. You technically have 4 size 4s for the pilot, or 2 size 4s for the pilot, 2 size 4s for the co-pilot, which is not too bad. Still lower than the Constellation or the Corsair, but this is supposed to be just a flat out freighter ship, at least at the moment. Maybe we get a military variant with 4 size 5s or something, we'll see. But for now, not the best offense, not the worst offense. Defensively, I would not have minded 2 size 3 shields, still, that's decent. HP is decent, quantum capacity is decent, hydrogen capacity is decent. I think this is supposed to be a fancier-ish, like, long-range holder ship. I don't know, that's what's confusing me so much. I can't really place exactly its niche. I know it's supposed to be a freighter ship, but we have so many and this one doesn't do anything differently. It's a step down weapon-wise than the Taurus. It's barely a step up than the C1 or the Zeus. Kind of an unneeded ship, if that makes sense. Anyways, with that said, I cannot really recommend it. Overall, I would give it a 6 out of 10. And even then, I feel like I'm being a bit too generous. Again, personal opinion. Feel free to leave your comments down below how you enjoying the ship. Let me know if I'm missing something about it or if it's getting stronger and better with actual upgrades, actual weapons instead of just the rhinos. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe I'm overseeing something that, you know, you guys haven't. And also feel free to leave a comment suggesting, you know, what other ship you would like me to check out. The C1's most likely gonna be the next one. I should have done that a while ago, but been kind of avoiding it, as I said, because not my favorite ships. I already know I don't really like them, but I should be unbiased and actually, you know, make a video on it. And yeah, let me know what else. Let me know what ship you would like me to check, or what your favorite ship is that you would like me to give it a try, even if it's an unconventional daily driver, if that makes sense. Other than that, if you watched that far, thank you so much. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, would be really appreciated. Drop a like down below if you enjoyed the video, and keep an eye out for the next one. Until then, bye-byes.